Welcome to the podcast. I'm Brad, that's Sydney.
And I'm Sydney, that's Brad.
And this is Lock In O'Clock.
Take 2.
We had some audio issues that took way too long to figure out. And then once we figured it out, we were like, okay, we're good. And then there were more audio issues. But we're good now. And you can hear us probably.
We check out this room for an hour and a half. We do an hour-long podcast, and we're still not going to have enough time.
We're still going to go over time. But nobody reserved the room after us, so...
It is a national holiday.
It's a national holiday. I can't believe you're making me work on Labor Day.
Yeah, well, it's like a game dev studio. It's all voluntary, for sure. They're definitely volunteering to stay late during the hell month.
And not see their families. Hey, what if we did, speaking of Labor Day... What if we did an episode where one of us strapped the contraction simulators to our...
The TENS units.
Yeah, to our guts to make us simulate giving birth during the podcast.
So my girlfriend actually has a TENS unit, and I've used it before to feel what a period feels like, apparently. And it is not very good.
It's a strong, involuntary cramp right in the gut. And I've never had a period before, but I have had ab cramps before. I'm not jealous. It shit sucks.
It's real not good.
Guys, are we performative males? Hold on, that was my matcha latte.
I hate matcha.
That's not good. I don't like it either.
My girlfriend and some of her friends had a theory that all gay people like matcha.
Yeah, my uncle loves matcha.
Oh, yeah, and he has the gay shoes, right?
No, that's my grandpa. My uncle's just actually gay.
I see.
Yeah. He drinks matcha all the time. It's his go-to Starbucks drink. And me and my other uncle and my dad and my brother and everybody in the family made fun of him for it for a long time. And then he came out as gay. It all the pieces kind of fit in place. I get it. I don't get matcha, though. I don't know. It tastes like dirt to me.
I've only really had matcha candy. Like I had a matcha Kit Kat once because I learned 3 years of Japanese. I haven't retained all that much of it, but we got a bunch of mail from our pen pals that
cool.
we had in Japan, and one of them was matcha Kit Kat.
Yeah, they have a lot of crazy Kit Kat flavors in Japan.
The thing I received from my pen pal, I have not been able to find it since. It was perhaps the best sweet treat I've ever had in my life. You know, what crystal boba is?
Like popping boba?
No, not the popping boba. It's the one that's it's like lychee jelly or something.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like...
Are you talking about... Please tell me you're not talking about jubes.
I don't know what jubes are.
Okay, good. My girlfriend loves those.
What?
I don't know if they're Japanese or not, though. They're like the jelly things, but they just come in a plastic bag of water. And they're so nasty. The water that they store them in is like flavored sugar water, and it's kind of good, but they're like little jelly cubes, and I don't like them.
What are they like texturally?
They're like in between the texture of a gummy bear and a marshmallow.
I don't think I'm talking about jubes.
Good.
The crystal boba I get it every time with like a taro snow or like a taro milk tea. And taro's the real goat of
it's the purple one, right?
A boba place. It's so good.
I'm a fruit tea guy, so I normally get like a mango fruit tea.
Mango.
That's my thing.
Mango mustard.
Mustard
6-7. We're really dating our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, it's really been that's kind of held on longer than
it should have.
Yeah.
When you think about it, I don't know. History repeats itself with things like that.
I don't think we're gonna go exactly back to mango mustard 6-7.
No, but the original mango mustard was Doritos and Mountain Dew.
I think it is not. I think that it is something more like you mention it and then, because the whole idea is that you mention it and then it cuts to something. Are you juggling balls or whatever?
I'm doing the 6'7" thing.
I really liked when I saw like a Shaq interview where they made him do the 6'7" thing.
6'7".
And he before he did the motion that they were telling him to do, he was like, they're not gonna be putting balls in my hands or something. It would be funny for Shaq. You'd have to have the world's largest testicles.
Right here. That's me, baby.
Yeah.
Get me in there. Shaq can have his way with me as far as I'm concerned. I love Shaq.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that. Don't pretend like you're not gonna agree.
I don't know.
He's a big, beautiful man.
Sure. I don't know all that much about the guy.
There's an interview with him. He was on like the Tonight Show or something, and Mila Kunis was on there, and she was talking about how like she doesn't get her kids a lot of gifts because she doesn't want to spoil them. Like she gives them like the normal amount of gifts despite being a celebrity. And Shaq was like appalled by that. He referred to himself as Shaq-a-Claus.
That is awesome.
He just gets his kids. He spoils the fuck out of his kids and many other kids. Him and John Cena have donated more to Make-A-Wish than like any other people.
John Cena's done the most Make-A-Wishes.
He's done more Make-A-Wishes than anybody else.
He seems like an upstanding
He seems
fellow.
like a great dude. I'd love to. I would let John Cena just beat the shit out of me.
I kind of want to watch Peacemaker because he seems like he's kind of like if Ryan Reynolds was like good.
What's wrong with Ryan Reynolds?
He is a piece of shit.
Is he
and
actually?
He's also like not a good actor.
I've heard worse takes. I've heard many worse takes.
He's not a good actor. He plays the same character over and fucking over again. He covered up a death of a stunt woman because he didn't want them wearing a helmet.
He did do that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Had a plantation wedding. He's a horrible man.
Hell yeah. You know what? You heard it here first, folks. Shaq and John Cena, good. Ryan Reynolds, bad.
Yeah.
Do you think you and I could become WWE wrestlers?
No, dude.
I think how many of the two of us, how many clones would it take before we could take down Shaquille O'Neal and John Cena?
I feel like Shaq's going to be the easier one to take down.
Shaq's older, but he's also way fucking bigger.
He's way bigger, but I think that gives us like small guy advantage.
Yeah, we can do like in
We're gonna,
Empire Strikes Back.
I was literally going to say we're going to run around him with a rope and then pull him down by his knees.
We're releasing the tow cable.
Yeah.
Wrapping up his leg.
I can't believe we were thinking of the same thing.
That was beautiful. I think we could do that, but the problem is the whole time we're getting that rope out, John Cena's punching me in the ribs over and over again, and I can't take that for very long.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I guess we could kind of just leave Shaq behind. Well, because he's probably fast.
He's slow.
Is he slow?
He's old. Well, he was slow when he was playing in the NBA.
Yeah, but he's so big that one stride is like half the distance to us, no matter how far we run.
You're never more than 2 steps away from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, dude, he could cross the Atlantic.
No, I think the strat is to lead. That's it. We lead John Cena away from Shaq. And we get our shit rocked.
We do it sort of like how they do in Avengers Infinity War, where I'm on his head, like I'm guess-whoing him.
It's the scene on Titan where like I'm holding his arms back and you're climbing on him trying to just do what you can.
Yeah, and then I get on his eyes, and then you have to get off of his arms and just start like kicking him.
For legal reasons.
What?
All of this is a bit.
I don't want to fight John Cena.
I would never hurt John Cena.
That is how I would do it if I were in a
Mr.
scenario where
Shaquille
I had to
O'Neal.
fight Shaq and John Cena.
There is nothing Shaq won't sell, by the way.
He
sells printer ink,
insurance, printer ink, icy hot, pizza,
the
gummies.
Movie Kazam. Do you think they'd make an edible line for the Shaq gummies?
The Shaqalicious XL.
It's Shaqalicious, but each one's got like 45 milligrams in it.
That is the amount he would need, and then you eat like half a
That's
Shaqalicious.
the amount he would need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have like a quarter of a Shackalicious gummy.
Remember the Shackaroni pizza?
Yeah,
That was a good invention. Except I
hate how he folded the pizza.
I hate how he really just okay. He saved Papa John's.
From Papa John.
From Papa John. But then the question is, why is it not called Papa Shack's?
They could do that.
Papa John is a racist.
Yeah.
#bad. Papa Shack is not racist to my knowledge. And
it would
also,
be like a Kanye sort of
It would be
situation.
wild. And he also is the owner of most franchises out of all like franchise owners of Papa John's. He owns more than anybody else.
He's a franchise owner.
Yes.
So he's like
there's a lot of Papa John's that are owned by Shaq.
He's just an entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur. Basketball was like a side hustle.
Does he own like shares of the General and Icy Hot and all that sort of stuff?
I would assume, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he's very invested in Papa John's, which is why I think about the poetic justice of Papa John, the racist, being overthrown by a charismatic black man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The biggest, most cool guy
The
ever.
biggest, coolest guy.
Yeah.
I think that's sick. If they called it Papa Shack's, I'd buy stocks.
I would go to Papa Shack's more than I go to Papa John's, I think.
I don't think there's a Papa John's near us.
There's
a Domino's. No, there is. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
There's a Papa John's, soon to be renamed Papa Shack's nearby. I would go if they changed the name in a heartbeat. I'd be there all the time.
Do you think they actually would do that? Do you think we could start like a petition to?
I'm certain this already exists.
No, surely
it has
not.
to, because again, it's the poetic justice of a racist having his position stolen by a black man.
I also just think that like Shaq is a more popular guy than
for
Papa
sure.
John.
He's a significantly more popular and likable person.
It's like the difference between knowing the president and Donald Trump.
Elaborate.
So like there are people who you didn't know about before they were president.
Yeah.
Right? You knew about Donald Trump before he was president.
This is true. The Art of the Deal.
Yeah, and the
You're
Apprentice and all that sort of stuff.
And the other things that
I wonder
he's
if
done.
the Epstein stuff, did people know about that before he became president?
I mean, he was a world famous businessman that was definitely banging kids. Can we say this?
I don't like that you said it like that.
I mean, he's on the list.
I know he's on the list.
Everybody knows
I
he's
don't
on the
like
list.
the way you phrased his horrible crime.
One of his many horrible crimes.
Treason is fine.
That's true. That's true. But
otherwise, he
other
wouldn't be president because he hasn't been convicted for the other thing yet.
Yeah, one of the many other things. So anyway, how was your weekend?
It was all right. You know how my weekend was. We spent most of it together.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about that.
We started our marathon.
We talked about it in the last episode. And I guess it might not have been the last episode. We talked about it in the first episode. But we've recorded another episode since then. It's for those of you that didn't listen to that episode, it's a half and half Adventure Time Seinfeld where we alternate back and forth every episode. It's been actually way more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be.
It's a great time.
It wasn't at first.
Oh no, dude! Season 1 of Seinfeld is actually like complete dog
Season 1 of
shit.
Seinfeld is like borderline unwatchable. It's so bad.
It's really bad.
It's not. There were so many scenes where I would just we're taking notes as we're watching, so we can keep. Eventually, we're gonna have a special. Ideally, we've talked about this, a special episode devoted to talking about the marathon.
Okay, devoted to talking about
there's another concept that's been brought up, but that's a special secret.
That's a secret
That's
for
a secret that will come up later, and when it does, it'll be the dumbest thing we've ever done in our lives.
You are going to love it.
But we're probably gonna have a special devoted to talking about the marathon because as my mother pointed out when I was telling her about it, it's not a real marathon.
No, because we have to split it up over so we're doing 10 episodes at a time.
Is what we've been doing. We could do more.
And we have to watch 180 times 2 episodes.
That's 360.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot.
Oh my God, we should have done it like one episode a day.
That would be horrible.
It would be horrible.
That would be brutal because our hometowns are not the same place. So over the summer we'd be just fucked.
Yeah.
And then also I don't want to stretch this out for over a year. That would be like awful.
But that means we need 36 watch sessions of this exact length, which is kind of long.
It's kind of long. My thought is eventually we'll get to a point where we have like nearly full days dedicated to it, which is a horrible thought to think. Because the first session, it was the Sunday before our classes started this semester, so we called it kind of early. And then the second time we went to St. Louis to get barbecue. That was literally the only reason we went. And then we got back and it was like already kind of late and we had other plans. And we were like interspersing it into other things, and we were both drunk, and so we didn't end up watching as much as we could have with the amount of time that we had. But I think if we had a day where we started at like 10 a.m. and went until like midnight, that's a lot with breaks built in, of course. Because oh my God,
if we plowed through 10 episodes, which is 5 each. Because there really is something about going from an episode of Adventure Time to an episode of Seinfeld that takes a little bit out of you each time.
Yeah, well, because we're just streaming it by like connecting your laptop to my TV, and so we keep having to get up to go change the streaming service.
It is completely demoralizing every time.
It's actually brutal, but the thing is, we couldn't do just a regular marathon, like watching them all in one sitting. Because as I said, it's about 180 episodes of both shows. So that's 360 total. Each one's 20 minutes long. That is 7,200 minutes.
Oh my God.
That's so much. We couldn't do, hold on. I'm getting the calculator out.
I wonder how that compares to my Isaac hours. Because I have 1,100 hours in Isaac roughly. Because I am a complete total nerd. It's assuming each episode is exactly 20 minutes, which it isn't. They're actually 22. So it's more than this. But yeah, that's exactly 5 days straight. It's 120 hours. 100. That's actually not so bad.
Yeah, it's just a lot. We couldn't do it in one sitting.
It's like if I were. It's like one good long video game.
Yeah.
Like a non-roguelike one that you get a lot of experience out of. It's like a Yakuza game.
It's just 5 days. That's bad. That's a lot.
It's a lot of television.
It's too much, I think. I'm trying to imagine the reality where we do it like that. 5 24-hour periods straight, no breaks.
Ugh.
We die.
This is an idea that was brought up like in one of the podcasts I listened to. But if you had one a week, you were getting paid like $10,000 for 1 week of doing nothing but watching all the way through One Piece, would you do it?
Oh, 10,000?
Yeah.
Is all of One Piece exactly a week long?
I don't know if it's exactly a week long. I think you get like 6 hours of sleep a night.
And it's just wake up, start until you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's only $10,000?
Yeah.
That's not enough for me. I'm sorry.
Really? Yeah.
I'd need more.
I think I would.
Because if I just got my grind up, if I just got my money up instead of getting my funny up, I could make $10,000 in a week.
I don't think you could make $10,000.
I'm getting really into day trading.
I don't think that's true.
It is not.
Yeah.
because it paints an image of me that is not the image that I want painted of me.
Especially as a podcaster.
Yeah, especially as a guy recording a podcast right now, saying the sentence I'm getting really into day trading is the riskiest thing I've ever heard. Just walked by our friend, and I assume you're gonna bleep that.
You're so awesome for me. Every time you say like a real name, I am turned away, and he just
I'm
waved
looking
at
at the window that looks out and in to the room that we're in, which is why it's really weird because there's like people out there like studying, and our two of our friends just walked by, and I saw them, made direct eye contact.
Who's the other one? I'll bleep it. Okay.
They walked by, and I made direct eye contact with Beep, and then I was like, all right, well that's cool. That's our friends. Mm-hmm. And then they turned back to look through and wave.
That reminds me of this time I was at work, and I was like a smaller person than I am now, still in my teenage years.
Tiny little lad.
Yeah, I was like 16 or something.
A little boy.
And it was the middle of the winter. I work at a warehouse, and a truck came in that morning, and they were apparently not such a good driver, because in the truck was a completely knocked over pallet of Dr. Pepper 2 liters.
Oh no.
And so one of the guys
lost its wings.
One of the guys there, presumably the guy who was unloading the truck, he came up to me. He was like, I got a job for you. And then he took me. I was 16 years old. Oh. He's like a 40-year-old guy.
Oh.
So he took me to the truck, and he was like, you got to restack all of this. And I was like, okay. I like a little bit of a SpongeBob character.
Yeah.
So I started stacking the 2-liter pallet, and about halfway through the pallet, it's pitch black in there. The only light is coming from the warehouse, like outside of the dock, or like I guess inside of the dock. And this guy drives by me, and then it's a different guy. He drives by, and then I see him back up, look at me in the truck, and then he drives away yelling, "Yo, you're fucked up for making him do that in there." To the guy who
I think you told me about
brought
that
me over
time.
to the truck.
I just remember that line of, you fucked up making him do that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I don't work at a warehouse because I think I'd die.
It's better than any food service you could ever do.
I don't know. I made it through high school by washing dishes and busting tables.
Busting tables.
I busted all over them tables. My boss kept getting really mad about it.
He's
like, fuck, I'm eating here. I did my SpongeBob laugh a minute ago, and it made me think of do it. It's in the uncanny valley of impressions where it's like it's good enough to where I know what it is, but it's not so good that I'm like, oh, holy shit, you know. It reminds me of that video from that clip from Wheel of Fortune where
yup.
No.
Different
the
one?
answer was Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. And the guy got it with like 2 letters. It was super impressive. And Pat Sajak is going, wow, that's impressive. I have just one thing to say to you.
I can't. I've just remembered that clip exists.
That was him trying to do a Scooby-Doo impression.
It's so insane.
It doesn't sound remotely like Scooby-Doo. Not even a little bit.
It's really quite
good.
Something.
See, I'm not in the uncanny valley where it's like it's not even a little bit good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you do like a Patrick laugh?
Not a laugh, but I can do a Patrick impression. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. I've been doing my Seinfeld impression constantly.
You are
too good. It's getting better, and I wish it wasn't.
You're too good at that impression.
Kramer!
We've been tagging ourselves as the Seinfeld characters.
And it's perfect because Sydney is George every single time.
Every time.
I won't get into it because it's probably not something we want to talk about on the podcast, but we were in a real life scenario where we're like, oh my God, this is the plot of an episode of Seinfeld. And you were the George.
I was the George.
You got George so hard.
It just doesn't make any sense to me, Jerry.
It's not what George
I'm so bad at impressions. There is no impression that I can do.
Oh my, it's just not him.
I don't have any impression ability.
Kramer! That's like, no pick. It sounds more and more like John Mulaney every time I do it.
Oh
I think.
my God, it does.
Yeah. All right.
You think John Mulaney is inspired by Seinfeld?
Oh, for sure. I think so. I think Seinfeld, unfortunately, let's get out on top of this one. Jerry Seinfeld's a bad person.
He's a bad man. A bad man.
But I feel like he inspired a lot of stand-up.
He's not he's not funny.
No. If you haven't seen Seinfeld, I think they do this less in the later seasons, but they intersperse like clips of him doing stand-up, and the thing he's doing stand-up about is like somehow related to what's going on in the episode every time. Sometimes it's not bad. What the pattern we found is he's really good at punchlines.
So
horrible at
setups.
setups. He can't set up to save his life, but then he'll get to the actual like meat of the bit, and it's like, oh,
he does some
that's
good
funny.
physicality with his.
I don't even know if that's gonna be audible.
No,
the knee slap we both just. Did.
I hope it isn't.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, I don't know. If he just got better at setups, I would actually think he was really funny.
Yeah,
but he's so close to being really funny.
Yeah, I think the thing with him is, I said this in the other episode. I can't just repeat it.
You can't just reheat our own nachos. I do have something that we've never done.
Yes.
I have a game for you.
Okay.
I'm workshopping a name, so if I come up with something better during the episode, I'll let you know. But this is the title I have in mind is Everyone's a Critic.
Oh, that's good.
Me and a friend of ours, I'm gonna save you the work of censoring their name. Mm-hmm. Compiled, and by me and a friend of ours, I mean the friend did basically all the work.
Mm-hmm. Like I do basically all the work for this podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. So we found this has been done before, so don't think it's a super profound new thing. But this is I have some reviews of various Steam games, and I'm gonna read the reviews for Sydney, and he has to guess what the game is.
I, the gamer, have a better chance of doing well.
Yeah, Sydney's
on this.
significantly more of a gamer, so I think he's got a decent shot. I have 3 for each game, and some of them, there's no fucking way you'd get it based on that.
Yeah.
But by the third one, you've got a decent shot. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is round 1.
All right.
Finally beat the character creation screen.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster.
That was hyper specific and close, but no. Got another one. This game is so hard, it will cure your erectile dysfunction.
So this is Elden Ring.
It is not Elden Ring.
Really?
You're so close. This is the in case you hadn't figured it out already, this game is just like Dark Souls.
Oh.
This is the third. If you don't get it here, you don't get it.
Is it Dark Souls?
Which one?
Dark Souls 1.
It is Dark Souls 3.
Oh.
I'll give you half a point.
I think it would be really funny if the review, this game is just like Dark Souls on Dark Souls.
Yeah, I mean, it is just like Dark Souls 3, though. Okay. I have another one. This is the first one for round 2. The only game I can remember that died twice.
Overwatch.
It is Overwatch 2.
Well, it's the same game as Overwatch 1, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll read the other 2
yeah,
just
I
so you
really
get an
want to
idea.
hear 'em.
The second one, it's like watching your beloved child slowly grow into a drug addict with no future. And the third one, The people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch.
That is the truth. Because the work that the people who make Overwatch are doing is to make it so that the people who make Overwatch porn can't.
Yes, that is true. Okay, I've got another one. This is one I know for a fact you've played this game, which doesn't say much because you've played a lot of games.
Played a lot of games.
Now, this is the first review. Are you ready?
Old-fashioned
pumpkin pie. 2 large eggs, 1 large egg yolk, ½ cup packed dark brown sugar, 1/3 cup white sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves, 1/8 teaspoon cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon finely grated lemon zest, 2 cups pumpkin puree from a sugar pumpkin, see recipe note, or 1 15-ounce can pumpkin puree. Can also use pureed cooked butternut squash. 1 1/2 cups heavy cream, or 1 12-ounce can evaporated milk. 1 homemade pie crust, chilled or frozen, or 2 pre-made pie crusts.
That is Undertale or Deltarune.
It is neither Undertale nor Deltarune.
Really? Okay. I thought it was.
I knew in my heart of hearts there was no fucking way you would get it from this first one.
It's like butterscotch pie is what I was thinking.
I get that. That's I've played Undertale.
Yeah.
I haven't played Deltarune. Become God at 3 a.m.
Risk of Rain 2.
It is Risk of Rain 2.
The
third and final one. This is an early access review.
Oh, yeah.
It was made April 10th, 2019.
I played in early access.
This game is hard because Huntress is dummy thick and the clap of her ass cheeks keeps alerting the hordes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we thinking one more?
I want to do them all.
Okay. I have 5 total, so I'll do this one next. Okay. Not recommended. This is the first one not recommended.
All of them were recommended so far, including all the Overwatch ones.
Let me check my math. Oh wait, no, sorry. All of them in Overwatch were not recommended.
Okay, that's
but all of the other ones were recommended. This one is not recommended. 1,569.3 hours on record. I got caught playing this in class because I threw my desk across the room.
Is this Balatro?
It is not Balatro. This was 5,514.3 hours. What does the touch of a woman feel like?
Is this The Binding of Isaac?
It is not The Binding of Isaac.
The Binding of Isaac.
I know how much you love The Binding of Isaac. And I also know you don't know what the touch of a woman feels like. This is the last one. If you don't get it here,
okay,
I'd be baffled.
Yeah.
3,500 hours on record. Didn't teach me geometry?
Oh, it's Geometry Dash.
It is Geometry Dash.
How do you get so many hours in that game?
I don't. There's only so much content, right?
Well, there's a billion
there's fan-made ones. Yeah.
Levers.
Right. This is the last one. I opened the review and this one really gets me because it has my name in it for some reason. This happened to my buddy Eric.
Oh yeah. This happened to my buddy Eric. That is I think it's a horror game.
352 hours on record, by the way.
Is this like Resident Evil?
It is not.
Oh, I think I might know.
You might know. I haven't showered in 4 days.
Is this Dead by Daylight?
It is not Dead by Daylight.
Really?
This is the whole point of the game. This one gives it away.
Yeah.
If you don't get it here, you're not a real fan. The most fun you can legally have with a naked child in your basement.
That's Isaac.
It is The Binding of Isaac.
That is.
I very intentionally included The Binding of Isaac because I know you're an Isaac fiend.
I know I've seen that review before.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had as well, which makes sense because it is, it's accurate.
It's very true. I can't wait till he releases his new game, Mugenics. There's cat breeding and it's like a tactics game. It looks so fun.
I've never played The Binding of Isaac, but all my friends in middle school loved it, and I never bothered. I was never interested enough.
I'm such a huge Edmund McMillan fan. I really like Isaac. I liked the Super Meat Boy. I played all through the Basement Collection games.
I have played a little bit of Super Meat Boy.
Have you ever played?
You should edit that out.
Yeah, I should, dick.
I couldn't stop it.
There's a game called The Legend of Bumbo. It's like a match 3 game. You can get it on your phone, but it's like a roguelike match 3 game. It's fun.
I like when games do that, when they're like a regular game but with like roguelike elements, like Balatro, where it's just poker but a roguelike.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think you would have a fun time with that game.
Have you heard of Peglin?
I have. I've played that game.
It is a very good game, and it's Peggle but roguelike.
Yeah.
And I like it.
I like Peggle. I played through.
Oh, I fuck with Peggle very heavy.
I played so much Peggle 2 as a child on the PlayStation.
There was a short-lived. I guess I shouldn't say short-lived because I'm pretty sure it still exists on the App Store.
Peggle Blast.
The phone game. It's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
It's not good, listeners.
There's a voice line in the in Peggle Blast where the hamster dude goes like, my nuts are on fire," or some shit like that.
I think you mean Jimmy Lightning.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not a real.
You're not a
fan.
real pegger.
I'm not a real pegger. I've never been pegged.
I need to play Peggle Nights. I've watched Peggle Extreme be played, and Peggle. There's another one. I think it's. I can't remember. There's like 2 weird fan games.
I just want to play Peggle in general more, because I played it as a kid because I had it on the Xbox 360, and me and my brother would play it a lot.
You know what game I played a lot on like the 360 and the PS3?
There's a crazy deep cut, and I'm really hoping that you're saying what I have in mind.
Bomberman Ultra and
I
Bomberman
remember that
Live.
game, but it's not what I had in
I
mind.
played that so much. I love Bomberman.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, being a big Bomberman fan. I don't think I've ever actually played a Bomberman game.
We have to play Bomberman together.
Okay.
You would love
I could
it.
cotton to that. The game I was really hoping you would say. Sleeper pick for the greatest first-person shooter of all time. Gotham Imposters.
I've never played that game.
It's not good.
Is it not good? Huh?
But it's really fun.
You know the other like first-person shooter game I played a ton as a kid? Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Oh my god.
That
Goated
game is fucking peak.
It's
It
actually really fun.
I played Garden Warfare 2 recently, and it holds up.
I played it once. I don't actually own it, but I played it with like my cousin or something one time. And it's actually like surprisingly good game.
It's like the time to kill is high, so you might not like it for that. But
Yeah.
if you can get over that, I really like all the characters, at least in the first game. In the second game, they kind of normalized them more with the 3 new characters that basically were like the versions of what the other side had, which is fine. I never really play the new characters in Garden Warfare 2. But
I don't know about you, but I was a Cactus main.
I played a bit of Cactus. I really liked Chomper, though.
Chomper's also good.
He's not good, but
yeah,
he's fun.
He's fun. Yeah, I don't. I've my general video game playing. Time has been low lately. I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and that's all I've been playing.
Yeah.
But as has been mentioned many times before, you're significantly more of a gamer than I am. So
I've been playing some Balatro and a lot of Vampire Survivors. I'm really behind on the times right now.
I've been playing Vampire Diaries, the video game.
Twilight.
I've been playing Teen Wolf, the video game. It's a kart racer, and he's standing on top of the car the whole time.
That's like the Frankenstein character in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing.
Oh my god, I remember. I had that game on my DSi.
I love that game.
It was good as fuck.
I
played oh my god, what was his name? Fuck.
I played Opie Opie.
Is that the guy where he's just a little like car-shaped dude with wings?
No, I think that's Twinbee.
I don't remember his name.
Or maybe that is Opie Opie. No. Opie Opie was the one with the 4 little like colorful rabbit-looking guys, I think. And then it's the guy from Twinbee. I think he has a different name than that.
I think that's right. I was never a big Sega guy in general, so I don't remember a lot of the people from that game. But
I never had Mario Kart Wii, but I got Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing when I was little, and that game, it kind of rules still.
Yeah, it holds up. I also played a lot of you would know this, and it's gonna bother me that I'm not gonna remember this. The monkey from Monkey Ball.
I.
Which is just a different animal.
Uh-huh.
Also, but yeah, I played him a lot too because I'm a monkey guy. I like monkeys. One of my favorite animals is the orangutan.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about that.
Have
yesterday.
you seen Planet of the Apes?
I have. I've seen some of them.
I watched the new trilogy, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I remember watching the first and second one. I don't remember watching the third one.
My goat of that trilogy is Maurice, who's the orangutan. I
love orangutans. I'm yawning. Oh my god, Sydney, you're boring me so much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love an orangutan. I remember watching not the first, because like the original one is the Planet of the Apes. The original. I watched the Rise of the Planet of the Apes in like 2014.
It was Dawn and then Rise and then War 4.
That's what it was.
And then there's also Kingdom, which I think is a different series.
I think so. I watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, whichever the first one was. I remember watching that.
James Franco.
Yes.
Notorious. I think he was a pedophile.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
That's like the neighbor in that movie, right?
I don't remember. I'm just talking about funny monkeys.
Uh-huh.
It was really funny when they took over the planet.
They did do that.
Could you imagine if it, like, in the original Planet of the Apes series, like
that guy didn't want to fuck the monkey so much?
Can you blame him?
I haven't seen it.
If the original one, like, there was like a twist where like the Planet of the Apes was actually like it took place on Earth, that would be crazy.
I thought that was the twist.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, because he runs into the Statue of Liberty and it's
in the ground.
Yeah, I think that's funny that they took a show that at the time was like 40 years old. Mm-hmm. That was running in like the 70s.
That was
right?
A show?
The Planet. I thought it was. Maybe it was a movie. It was a movie. I'm dumb. Yes, the movie that existed in the 70s, and they were just like, well, here's a prequel.
Well, no. Because there was the original trilogy in like the 70s or whatever. And then there was another one in the early 2000s with Mark Wahlberg. And then the third trilogy is the Rise or Dawn, Rise, and War 4.
Am I forgetting a crucial piece of lore in the Planet of the Apes history?
Yeah, the whole Mark Wahlberg trilogy, like right at the beginning of the 2000s.
I want him to start his rap career back up. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
All
he does now is act and sell burgers.
We keep mentioning like horrible people.
Yeah, that's true. You just hiked your pants up above your belly button.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it so that there's like a camel toe with
I was
my
going to say, you're showing camel toe. Is this going to be the episode where we have our dicks out the whole time and nobody knows?
Well, the whole time, probably not.
I have been. I've had it out.
And I guess I'm part of everybody.
And nobody knows except for Sydney.
No one knows the song by Queens of the Stone Age. The thing I wanted to say to you earlier is how I think you would like Pinkerton by Weezer. It's got lyrics that you would relate to greatly.
What does that mean? I don't know the song, so I don't know if you're insulting me or not.
I'm basically calling you like a fetishist pedophile incel.
2 of those 3 things are true. And I'd like to leave it up to mystery, but I don't think I'm okay with that. So What can I say? I'm a fetishist incel. I'm very particular about the sex that I like to have, but then I don't have it.
Like,
yeah.
Not like George. I don't think he's a fetishist.
Well, we haven't gotten to an episode. There's an episode where George has a move that he performs in bed, and he teaches the move to Jerry, and Jerry does it to great success with a lady, and then George does it to his girlfriend at the time, and she doesn't like it. I think this is season like 4. I don't know. I don't know the seasons. I just grew up watching some Seinfeld because my dad likes it.
I see.
So yeah, there's an episode where he teaches Jerry a move. So he might, depending on what the move is, because it's not explicitly stated, I don't think. It could be some crazy
just flipping her over.
He puts her on a lathe. She's spinning around.
Well, he turns his penis into a lathe.
Wait, so his dick is rotating really fast, or his dick stays fixed and the rest of his body is spinning around?
Probably. Are you aware of the concept of a spinner?
I don't think so.
It's just a really small woman that you can spin on your penis, I think.
I feel... I think you just hit my reset button. Why do you know this?
I don't know. I think I heard it in like a podcast once.
Yeah. You heard it in our podcast when you said it and made it up.
I didn't make it up.
You're a filthy man. You're a fetishist incel.
I think that's not true.
I think it's approaching the truth.
I really don't think so. I can't believe how much I relate to that
to George.
That George fellow.
Yeah, at least none of us relate to, like, the two of us, nor any of our friends that have been intermittently watching it with us. At least nobody relates to Kramer very much.
One of them I relate to Kramer just because
They're
of how they
goofy.
burst into the room.
I think we're talking about the same person. Right? Maybe? Possibly?
Yes.
Oh, you're handing me... Sydney just handed me his phone with the Urban Dictionary definition of the word spinner.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we're talking about the same friend of ours when we say that there's somebody that relates to Kramer.
Yeah.
As long as we don't have any friends that relate to Michael Richards, then we're fine.
Yeah.
My goat, Michael Richards.
Mm-hmm.
He said, non-truthfully.
Telling lies, we are.
Well, these are the words. He said that. Why do you do... Kramer! Why'd you say it? You can't do that, Kramer!
You're so good.
There was an episode where Kramer was giving Jerry stand-up advice. And me and Sydney are looking at each other like, no. Do not,
Jerry,
do not
please.
take stand-up advice from Michael Richards. You can't.
I guess Jerry has had the more recent problematic thing, though. I think his 17-year-old girlfriend was more recent than the Laugh
I don't
Factory.
know. I know all of his being very vocally pro Israel is very recent. Mm-hmm. Obviously.
I wonder if... So I told you about the clip the other day of Jerry Seinfeld in the room with Chris Rock, Louis C.K., and Gerard... Not Way, because that's the My Chemical.
Gerhard Tread, the German composer.
No, the fucking guy from The Invention of Lying. I know way more.
Oh
about
no,
that.
fuck. What is his name?
The guy who made the British Office.
I was gonna say he was in the British Office, and it's gonna.
Gerard Butler.
No.
Gerard.
It's not Gerard. You fucking nitwit.
I think it is.
It's not. I'm looking it up, And I know it. Oh my God.
But
I know it.
They're basically all ripping the N-word except for Jerry Seinfeld. So I wonder if that was after he saw what happened to his
fucking asshole. It's Ricky Gervais.
It's Ricky Gervais.
I was like, because I don't like him, and so I'm not gonna remember his name. And so I'm just sitting here like, who's the British douchebag?
I hate him, and he is so funny because I hate him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of how I feel about Seinfeld and Kramer.
Yeah, but I wonder if it was after the Michael Richards incident that he was on that podcast and he was like, I know what to avoid here.
Well, it shouldn't take exposure therapy to know not to say the N-word as a white comedian.
You would be surprised how
You're
it was
right.
back
I'm just
in
saying
the day.
that shouldn't be a
It shouldn't
required
have
step.
been, no.
You should just know.
Well, I think all comedians are inherently like fucked up people.
I think you have to be at least a little bit, except for the ones that aren't funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, no, Jerry's not funny, and he's a fucked up guy.
That's true. I was telling you about the one bit of his that I really like, though, where he's talking about the idea of whether or not racehorses know that they're racing.
That is good.
I really like that. That's a funny concept.
The one that I liked that he didn't really like was the one where he's talking about when you go to a restaurant and you're like really hungry, money doesn't matter to you, but as soon as you finish eating the food and you get the bill, he's like, why am I paying for all this food?
Why am I paying for this food? It's not here.
I like
that was bad. That was a bad one.
No, it's good. I think specifically, I like the visual aspect of it, where he was talking about your belt's unbuckled, your pants are undone. I thought that was pretty fun. But I think the concept of the food's not here. Why am I paying for it?
That is funny.
That is good.
It's got legs. They're just not walking.
Yeah.
You know, I think, at least so far, the unanimously more enjoyable segment of the marathon is the Adventure Time.
I kind of am liking Seinfeld
it's starting
more
to
just
because
it's
at
like
least for me.
It's more unique to me.
Seinfeld?
We haven't gotten to the good parts of Adventure Time.
Oh
yet.
no, we're at the part. I mean, I don't think there's any bad parts of Adventure Time. Even the early stuff where it's just like purely episodic, I still really like a lot of the episodes.
I think I like the character. I like watching the characters of Seinfeld more than I like watching the characters.
I think where we're at right now, for context, we're probably most of the way through season 1 of Adventure Time.
We're 10 episodes into each show.
Yes. We're 10 episodes into each show is right. And by episodes, you mean pairs of episodes of Adventure Time, because that's how they're split up on streaming services.
Yeah.
I think so far, the high points of Seinfeld are like the best bits of Seinfeld are better than the best bits of Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But the worst bits of Seinfeld
are way worse.
Are leagues worse.
I really
it's
like
so bad.
I will say I do like the Ricardio episode a lot. That one's really George Takei gives
Ricardio.
He gives a great performance.
I would argue the best performance he's ever done. It tops Star Trek. For sure.
I've not really seen Star Trek.
I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek either, which might surprise you.
It definitely tops his Blue Sky, which is part of the reason I've uninstalled that. Or I haven't uninstalled it, but it's just every post I see is George Takei. Just kind of like, obviously what he's doing is good, but it's also not funny, which is what I go to social media to see funny stuff.
Yeah.
He's just doing like a lot of, I guess, kind of activism, kind of like shining light on stuff, and
which is a good thing.
It's good, but I go.
It's not entertaining.
Specifically to post one-liners on my Twitter.
Yeah, true.
What was the banger I had the other day?
The Wendy's 4 for $4.
Oh yeah, rolling in 4 deep to Wendy's. We all got $1 each. Someone's having Sprite for dinner.
Oh my God. That one I think works better conversationally than it does as a tweet, because you dropped that while we were going out to dinner with some friends, and you hit that like in a more conversational way, and I think it worked better.
I had to phrase it perfectly for it to be a good
tweet.
tweet.
And I think you managed to do it.
Yeah.
I still I still have not. I'm never going to stop giving you shit for getting mixed up between Spider-Man and Superman.
Oh,
Which one works at the Daily Planet and which one works at the Daily Bugle?
They shouldn't be both daily, is what I'm telling you.
It's a daily newspaper.
That's probably gonna cost so much money.
It's the news.
I don't give a watch the television.
I mean, okay, fair. But
I can't believe the daily. I guess it's like all like web articles and stuff.
oh, like Spider-Man, the web art. Okay. Don't put your mouth
You
over
haven't
the mic.
watched the new Superman movie.
I haven't yet, and I'm really upset about it.
It's
I really want
really
to.
so good.
I've heard it's incredible, and from what I've seen about it, I think I would love it. And I love Superman, much like Jerry Seinfeld.
What?
Jerry loves Superman.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, this is like.
Oh, they were talking about it in an
Yeah,
episode, right?
it becomes like it's a thing that gets mentioned a lot. He's a huge Superman fan.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like there's some interesting like bits of lore that are like through stories through the show. Like it's a show.
George is the funniest character, though.
He's got good moments.
I've had way more laughs at anything George has done
That's
than
fair.
anyone else. Because Kramer is like a little bit too like kind of random equals funny in a way.
Yeah.
And Jerry is not funny. I don't think Elaine is all that funny either. But also
Wait until we get to Newman.
uh-huh.
I love Newman. It's Wayne Knight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the dude from Space Jam and Jurassic Park.
So he kind of in my head is just going to be like George too.
Oh, he is.
Okay.
And the whole thing is that Jerry fucking hates him.
Uh-huh.
Jerry cannot fucking stay. It's like Donnie in the Big Lebowski.
It's like normal.
Yes. There's an episode where he leaves a bunch of candy wrappers all over Jerry's apartment and his place gets infested with rat. Or no, it wasn't rats. It was
Ants.
It was lice or some shit. It was like fleas.
Crabs?
Yeah, it was fleas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was funny. I like Newman.
I quite like I don't know. I'm just thinking about the line where it's George is like I don't think I can conceive of a world where I'm ever gonna have sex again.
Yeah, well, because they were talking. They were talking about the
like, funeral
great aunt that he
Yeah.
might have killed by talking shit about her pony.
The pony episode is
that
good.
one was funny. That is the highest rate. I've been keeping track of good bits versus bad bits for every Seinfeld episode so far, and that one I had 7 good bits and 0 bad ones.
It starts off really slow.
Yeah.
But then it really picks up.
There was a lot of really funny moments in that episode that I was a big fan of, including they're talking about whether or not Jerry is like
a bad person for not going to the
yeah, whether or
funeral.
not he really needs to go to this funeral. And then out of fucking nowhere, George says, I can't conceive of a scenario in which I'm ever going to have sex ever again.
and then they just move past
They
it.
just don't mention it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I like what he does with the sugar packet.
Yeah, he
as
says
he's
it and then
saying
he just
it,
starts
and he
flicking the
flicks
sugar packet.
packet.
There's a lot of very like iconic episodes of Seinfeld that we haven't gotten to yet. Like there's ones that have stuck in my head for years.
I feel like we've seen a lot of the iconic Adventure Time episodes, though.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to a lot of the iconic story-driven ones.
No.
Like we're nowhere near
No good
Simon.
story.
We're nowhere near like Prismo.
Oh, dude, I think Prismo is my favorite character.
Really,
I really like Prismo.
you know, I'm a BMO lover, and maybe Tree Trunks a little bit.
You are a fetishist.
I like Tree Trunks. What can I say? We had the guttural reaction that I incited when we were hanging out with friends talking about Adventure Time, and I said I need a trunk job. The half the table was like gagging at that.
You're like a gross man a lot of the time.
What can I say? I'm a grimy, slimy little guy.
I really like Prismo. Jake's obviously
Yeah, you're very
Finn
Jake
is like a
core.
bad guy. We haven't gotten to that yet.
We haven't
but
gotten to
he's
him
like
being kind of problematic yet.
yeah.
That's the thing. Neither of us know a lot about Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But we both know.
We know that he's an incel.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We both know a decent amount, and we know generally where some things are going.
Yeah.
And that we haven't gotten there yet. But Seinfeld, it's a show about nothing.
Yeah.
So I think we both know how it ends. But in case you don't, I'm not going to spoil it. But the way it ends isn't like a multi-episode long. It just kind of randomly just happens in some episode, and then there's no more.
Well, the only like real episodic thing that happens in that show is that Elaine is looking for somewhere to live.
Yeah, Elaine needs an apartment. And that's that's the only story that is told over multiple episodes so far.
I also really like the episode with Elaine's dad.
That was a good one. Yeah, with the jacket.
And then George singing musicals.
Yeah, and then at the end, Elaine's dad. Yeah. I also, can I just say about that episode? It's a good-ass fucking jacket.
It is such a nice jacket.
I did the conversion using an inflation calculator because the second season of Seinfeld came out in 1989.
The implication is that it cost more than $400.
Yes, but the only confirmed number that Jerry gave is that it was more than $300. Which means bare minimum in today's money, that was a $750 jacket.
Jesus Christ.
Which, like, I get you can spend a lot of money on a really, really good jacket. But it was like a pretty simple, like, suede jacket with a weird pink lining. I would not pay anywhere near $750 of today's money for a jacket like that.
Not even close.
And I would wear a jacket like that.
I would, in a heartbeat, I would wear that jacket.
It would be the nicest article of clothing you own.
Dude, for some reason, they all have that shit on in that show.
Oh, every fit is fucking immaculate.
Especially George.
Yeah, George has that shit on.
Yeah.
It's kind of... I actually kind of don't like how much I like some of their fits sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I could see myself wearing a lot of it. And I really don't want to see myself relating to them.
Oh,
because
no.
that's really... We said that the only story told over multiple episodes is Elaine needing an apartment. There's also the story that is all four of them are bad people. That's just consistent. And I can't put myself in their shoes any more than it's a good ass shirt. Because they've got... Remember in later in the jacket episode when Jerry like answers the door and he's wearing like nice ass jeans and like
the Letterman jacket.
A Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
Crazy good fit.
They know how to dress.
They know how to dress, and I feel like that's also just kind of a sign of the times. I feel like in the 80s people knew what they were doing with clothes.
Yeah. They all wear like ties and more like fancy.
They're a little
stuff,
fancier.
So,
but they're also New Yorkers.
Yeah. I kind of would like to live in New York.
Oh, I'd hate it, I think.
I think I could learn to love it.
I'm not a big city person.
I would rather live there alone, though.
Yeah. Like what the situation Jerry's got. He has a nice apartment.
He's got a nice apartment.
It's pretty good. He lives by himself.
Do we ever see Kramer's apartment?
There's times where you get some stuff.
The bet wasn't that you'd want to have levels. The bet was that you'd have
Jerry.
levels.
Yeah. Is
that the pony episode?
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, because his parents were in town. And they were in town for the 50th anniversary where he mentioned the pony.
Fuck.
I kind of get what he's getting at, though, because she wasn't American. She was from Poland, where according to her, everybody has a pony.
Yeah.
In the U.S., not a lot of people have ponies. So I think it's a fair thing to say, growing up in New York, that you don't like somebody that would have grown up with a pony.
I don't like anyone who would have
because the implication is that they're a rich asshole. And so, like, I get it. I don't think he's talking about Polish people when he says he hates anybody that has a pony.
Well, you'd be surprised. They were talking about Polish people a lot back then in a not so good light.
Yeah, well, they were talking about a lot of people back then in a not so good light.
Yeah, but I think Polish people is probably the one group of people who to this day probably still get a lot of jokes like that about
they
or just
get shit
any
on
like white
a lot.
people, like Irish people or Italians are kind of they're still in the Overton window.
Yeah.
Or they're into the Overton window because back then they kind of like actually were minorities.
I really liked the bit where George wore Kramer's dad's wedding ring or something like that to a party.
to try and get a home wrecker.
Because he thought it would get him more attention. And then he talks to a woman who like works at Madison Square Garden and could get like tickets to any sporting event ever. But she wasn't interested because he was air quotes was married. And then he talked to another woman who was like, I like to have long-term commitment-free exclusively sexual relationships, but not with married men. And she gets up and walks away.
And he just goes, I could have had free tickets to anything I want to see ever. I could have had
I think he said lifelong guilt-free sex.
Yeah.
That was he referred to himself as Costanza, Lord of the Idiots, which relatable for one of the two hosts of this podcast.
What do you mean by that?
I think you know exactly what I mean by that. You've done nothing but talk about how much you relate to George, and he referred to himself as Lord of the Idiots.
No, but isn't Elaine the Lord of the Idiot in that episode?
They're all morons.
Yeah, I mean, but in that episode specifically, one of them becomes. Or is it Kramer because of his new hair?
Jerry referred to himself as Lord of the Idiots because he invited his ex-girlfriend to live in the same apartment building.
Oh, yeah. Elaine.
Elaine, yeah.
Okay, I think that is correct.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I know what I'm talking about.
Kramer with that hair gel.
That's me, low-key.
That's not a good look.
I could pull off
that
look.
A bad look.
I could do it.
It's a horrible look.
Get me in the ring with a jar of mousse, and I could pull it off.
Oh.
Kramer is unfortunately the one who I think has that shit on the most.
Really?
I think some of Kramer's fits. I don't think we've seen a lot of good ones yet, but they're like we've had a couple bangers. Kramer's got some banger ass fits, and I want to see more of them. So far, George is like the most consistently good, I think, but I don't know. I like Kramer's style.
Yeah. It is rolling up on an hour, guys. So
and we've got to go, so I can go change into my Kramer fit.
Your Kramer fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening.
This has been Lock in a Clock.
I am Brad, and that's Sydney.
And I'm Sydney. That's Brad.
Thanks for listening.